So hi and welcome to another video, and today I'm going to be showing you how to do a simple weight reduction on the Razer Viper here. This video is going to allow you to revert it back so you're not going to damage the mouse if you want to put it back to stock here. I'll give you an idea of what kind of weight you can reduce with a simple few tweaks. I'll then show you another video at the more extreme side of this modding where we're going to be drilling it, cutting it up, trying to get some extra weight out of it and show you what the real weight reduction can do if you want to go to that level of dedication, but then you won't be able to revert it back. That will be a permanent change here. This weight reduction for the Viper was filmed during a live stream that I did on YouTube and Twitch and some other platforms, and worked with you on stream where we're chatting to you, and we're doing this mod as a community here to get it down to the weight we got it to. What this video isn't going to show you at the start is how to tear this Viper down to the base components. There's another video, I'll put a link in the description on how to tear this Viper down. So watch that first if you're unsure how to take it apart and to get to the point where this video starts. If you want to see more weight reductions than mice, I've done loads. Check out the description. There's a playlist in there for weight reduction mice mods. There's loads of mice there I've been modding. So you might find one that you've got that you can do some tweaks on. I'll also link to the full stream. It's about 4 hours long, so it's quite a long stream where you can look at all this modification as it happens without any of the editing here. And you also get to see the final product when we go to the next level as well if you want to see that in one go. If you want me to mod a mouse for you, I do offer this as a service on my Beardedbob.com website. There's a shop there, check it out. You can look at getting some weight reduction mice there from me that I've customized for you to your spec. It's usually just ping out with a bit of pressure like so. This one is actually clipped in, sweet. Nice job, Razer, because otherwise you can put it back if you wanted. Or maybe not. So, so it is clipped in, but it's also got the usual joints. They have like these little rivets, plastic rivets. But I reckon it's still clipped back in. These clips there, you see them? I reckon you could re-clip them if you wanted. Let's try it, right? Oh no, smashed up me. Pretty OCD area. It'd be a bit rattly. You have to glue it. Oh, actually, it's not bad. It would go back in. You could put it back in because the back plate would sit on it if you were that bothered. It's stuck. Yeah, it's staying. No worries, G. Right, let's weigh the diffuser. I don't know what weight we're going to get this down to. I'm reckoning 60, but we'll see. When we take out the base, maybe. Okay, 1.2 grams. All right. That was more than I expected that to weigh. Let's take out the side buttons because people like to leave side buttons out, and in fact these can be put back in pretty easily. So this is an easy one. We'll do an easy one. We'll take the rear plate off, right? So this is what you could basically do yourself, and you won't damage your mouse. Then we'll weigh it, and you'll see what you'll get. And we'll take it apart, and then we'll do a bit more significant mod, like drilling out some of the base, and we'll play around with the scroll wheel and stuff. So let's do the scroll wheel out on this occasion, actually. And then let's put it back together. So I won't weigh all the bits because we're not these way, we just weighed them all. So that's what I reckon on the left here is what we could get out of it. There's the encoder. So there's your Viper, plus the cable. And then we'll weight reduce it because you can see the base there. Well, they've tried to honeycomb it already, or they have honeycombed it. Maybe you can see them. They've tried to take out a little bit of weight. Clever, but I reckon we can chop some of this out. The DPI button's riveted, plastic riveted. We'll take that on the next one. We'll call this the weight reduction. That isn't going to destroy your mouse, right? Because the next one will. Well, it won't destroy it, but it'll be irreversible. This one's reversible. Irritate me if everything's off to like one angle on the camera there. So the Razer were pretty cool. They're giving us a nice little track to run in. You're always going to need this, by the way. It's a little sensor cover. Helps the light reflect a certain way. So I wouldn't remove it. Alright, and then we'll put in, we're going to put one in the corner, one at the top, one at the bottom, because you don't generally need too many screws in a PCB. But then you don't want it rattling around either, so you want it to be rattly. This might be, we'll put the scroll wheel, we'll leave the scroll wheel out and then we'll put it in. We'll do a bit of a quick mod without the scroll wheel, and then I think most people are going to want it in, right? Get a little spring. Goes back in this little hole there. And then we'll come back and do some more modding. More serious modding, should we say. This is like a... This is what most people will be happy doing with the Viper, because they're not going to destroy it. I like the way they've done these buttons. It's pretty easy to put together now, right? This will be interesting to see. Between the base, I can't play that scroll wheel. I have to have a scroll wheel, so could have removed the DPI, but like I said, this is like one way you could put it back to stock and no one would know. So you ping out the default DPI button and people will be able to tell. You're going to need this corner one because the chassis split here. Not split, but it doesn't clip together. And my question is, where did I actually put it? Because I did have a spare one. But I've lost mine. So we're just going to have to live without that for the minute. I have got it, but I've lost it. But as long as it's clipped, the button will work normally. You save yourself an extra, or save an extra 0.3 gram here, but it looks like it needs all 3 screws in this, so you are going to need that. Which people guessing? Back in 60. Damn, height 52, I was way off. Impressive, quite a light mouse. I guess not having the back on it doesn't bother me. I definitely want a scroll wheel. Let's put the scroll wheel in. Don't do steel feet. But these are some new ones, so I don't care. I don't want to definitely with a hairdryer yet. And then we'll get the drill out and do the base. So we should be able to get it under 50 grams with the base drilled without a scroll wheel. But if we put the scroll wheel back in, as like, so you take some base out, put the scroll wheel in, we should get it around 50. As long as you don't want any side buttons. So as the final mod, we'll try and cut the side buttons in half, which is a little bit trickier if you're new, because they're joined together. But not everyone wants right hand side ones, so maybe we can take some out. So let's put the scroll back in. So we're still sticking with that mod where you can do it without actually, break it, put it back. I think you can actually do it without actually destroying your mouse. Which you know people are all for on this channel. Oh, it's like the code is on the other side. Obviously not. That wasn't, yeah, it was on the other side. Right, wrong way around. I thought that because the way the hook is, it was like clipped in, but it doesn't, it sits like that. This mechanism pushes the back micro switch. It's a bit different. So it's the pin on the way down, because there's actually a slit in the bottom, which I just realised. And the gaps in the side here are actually for the cables. You can see Razer even spent some time trying to like reduce the weight on the scroll wheel by taking out all the plastic already. So Razer the scroll wheel. Oh wait, here we go. A bit heavier than I thought, 57. So let's try like this with the scroll wheel. We'll try and get the half the buttons in. Well, actually, let's put both buttons in, and then people then can see what the weight is with that, with just the rear plate off and the other bits, and then we'll try and split the side buttons. Hopefully they work. I'll give it a quick test off camera, and we'll see. And we'll put the side buttons back in. You have to do these little weird contraption that Razer's used here. What I just realised was I left the 2 screws out. There's 2 2 screws here that go in these ones, these little ones. But we could probably strip out some of this extra skeleton if you want to save an extra gram or two. You're not going to save much, right? Because they've done a pretty good job. You could take the sides off, which we'll try and do later. Some stuff we can do. Mistake. Don't put too much force on the sides here because you'll snap it. There you go. We'll try it with all the side buttons in, and then we'll try it with, well, basically, then we'll try it without. We'll split them in half so we can get away with 2 of. Most people are quite happy to remove, say, the right hand side if you're right-handed. So on your thumb, basically. And see if they work, which will mean the left-hand side ones will do. You could do the same on the left, you could do the same technique if you wanted. One thing you have to try and get on these is you have to make sure the button's fully in before you can do it, because it just gets in the way otherwise. We can definitely get away with only 2 screws in this, I reckon. Doesn't need 4. It's a bit of overkill. Every bit counts, right? It shouldn't sag. It's pretty firm. Ain't gonna go anywhere. If you were worried it was gonna drop, I'll plug them in because we're not going to test those just yet. We could plug them in. Just going to weigh it. We know it works. We have 62. Should stay at 60. God damn it. Oh, hang on. Didn't put the feet on there, did we? Might be 61 then. Oh, 62, look at that. I was right. Once I put the feet on it. So on this PCB on the Viper, well, kind of PCB, there's 2 channels. There's a channel here and a channel runs here, if you can see it. So I'm going to try and split it like here. And we'll move 2 of the side buttons. So it's going to be only a right-handed button mouse like these side ones. I just have to remember which ones they are, because this isn't reversible. So I'm going to cut it here a little bit further back from the connector. I say this is going to be a permanent cut. You could desolder the switches. I'm a bit lazy. Goodbye, Viper. You're going to save loads on this? Probably not. You could even leave these side buttons in on the Razer here to fill the gap if you wanted. So if you took out the right side buttons, you can save about 2.4 grams. Probably a little extreme. This is going to be for like the extreme modders, right? You want to save every single bit, because that's an irreversible change. Now I'd probably put, I don't know, I might put 1 in, say, let's see, let's try 1 screw, see if 2 any better, but you know what, 1 feels fine. So as you can see here with the stage 1 mod here, we got it down to 59 grams. We did take out one of the switches for cutting the PCB. You don't have to do that. Obviously that's a permanent change here. If you don't want to damage your mouse, don't cut the PCB, but you can do that going forward. With the PCB cut, the mouse buttons still do work on the left hand side here from my thumb, so don't worry about that. You can still use it going forward. If you do want to remove the side buttons by cropping them here, it gets it down to 63 grams here, which is still a decent weight reduction. And again, you're not damaging the mouse while you're doing this. I would recommend getting some new skates for it potentially, unless you can get them off without damaging them. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. There's plenty of vendors out there that allow you to do this, so check those out. I've also done some videos on my skates for the Razer Viper, and I'm going to do some more because I've been sent some more skates and I mean to get those out, and I will be doing to show you the different glide performance. As I said, the next video is going to be more extreme. It's going to go down to all the detail of chopping it up here. We're going to get the drill out and really go at it. You can watch that again in the stream if you want. It's in the link in the description here if you don't look at the edited version, but it is quite lengthy. And if you want to check out more weight reduction videos, check out the playlist at the end of this video. And I'll see you around very soon. Catch you later. Bye bye.